Close to the madding crowd and far from the sea, Gina's restaurant location belies the fresh seafood within. But you can navigate through the Crab Shack Fair to find both traditional and innovative dishes. It's on Market Street in San Francisco, and it's called Woodhouse Fish Company.
My name is Dylan McNiven. This is the Woodhouse Fish Company. We're a family-owned restaurant. We've been here for 4 years. We're all seafood restaurant. San Francisco is known as a seafood town, but there's not a lot of great places that you can go for an easy, casual experience. So what we're trying to do is bring great seafood to people in an easy environment.
My name's Rowan McNiven. I'm Dylan's brother. We were brought up in the restaurant business. I like telling people I was born under table 12 because we used to run around with our bare feet, and now here we are.
We're a small place. We have about 35 seats, and we're right on the border of the Castro, DuBose Triangle, Lower Haight, and the Mission. So we get a lot of interesting people from all these neighborhoods.
We try to buy sustainably and local seafood as much as we can. During Dungeness crab season in November, we're on the pier the day before talking to the fishermen, and we make deals with them right off the pier, and so we're actually getting the crab right off the boat.
We try to stay very traditional San Francisco with our dishes, but we have a few elements that are from the East Coast, things that you just really can't get out here.
We do have East Coast style lobster rolls, which are really great. We use Maine lobster, which we do get from the East Coast, and we actually get our bread specially made by a local baker. Working with my brother is one of the greatest experiences of my life. It could be the best of times, and it can be the worst of times.
Go. On your exits, go! Oh. Oh no!
Okay, Gina, now I'm a big fish lover, but allergic to shellfish.
I'm
so
sorry.
Just torture me a little bit and tell me about the lobster roll.
I will do that. It is excellent. It is packed with lobster. It's done in this little toasty bread thing it looks like 2 halves of bread, but what really I think it is a bun that the sides have been cut off, so it looks like toast, but it's connected at the bottom, so your lobster doesn't go flying all over the place, which I think is nice, although I am kind of in tune with eating with my hands at this point. And it's got not too heavy of a dressing on it, and it truly is full of lobster. And there's 2 different sizes that you can get. I've only gotten the smaller size, and it's way more than satisfying. But that is not my favorite dish, actually. It's the artichoke stuffed with crab and shrimp. And that wasn't something I would have normally gotten, but I saw the guy next to me and he had it and it looked really good, so I got it. And now I've gotten it many times. It's really, really good. The crab and the shrimp are fresh and it's clean. It's just not a lot of junk or goop or gunk or anything.
Right. Eric, are you a big fish eater? Did you?
Well, I have the same dish. I have the artichokes as well. And I did find out.
Yes, you may toast him. It's okay.
I dissected it a little bit and found out that they'd put a basil glaze, like a pesto glaze on it.
Awesome.
So it's cooked, the artichoke is cooked first, and they scoop out the center. Then they put a basil pesto glaze on it. Then they barbecue it or put it on the grill. And then they finally fill it. So it has this great char to it. So I enjoyed that a lot. That was a great dish. I've also had the crab cakes there, and the crab cakes are great. I think that the California artichoke and the fresh crab from San Francisco really can't miss at that restaurant. It's really good.
It's really good. And Marina, what did you think about it?
We had a fabulous time at that place. And I'm not usually a big fan of breaded things, but we had the fried clams.
Yeah, right.
For an appetizer that were, I have to go back just for that dish because those were spectacular.
Okay, torture me again.
Well, we had oysters as our appetizer, and they were great. They're from Washington State, really fresh, sweet and spicy. And they have a $1 Tuesday oyster night, which is something you have to go back for. Makes it really affordable, and if I ever go back again, I think I'm going to aim for a Tuesday.
I walked past it before because it's right in the middle of the Castro and has sort of outside a little bit too, a little too hip feel to it, but inside it was really surprising, and you walk in and it's really...
It's kind of retro, don't you think?
It's retro, it's unpretentious retro eatery, and the wait staff was just so friendly. And while we were sitting and waiting for our friends to park, we kept drinking a lot of wine, because that's what you do, right? And so he would bring us tastes of the wines that they had. And at one point we got confused about which one was which. And he came back with more tastes of the same wine and never felt rushed. We were there for, I think, over 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was just fabulous atmosphere. And they were patient. We came with a group of 7 people because apparently I like dragging my friends along for all my culinary.
You like big groups.
It's more fun eating with people, with more people. And one of the things is one of the people in my group was a vegetarian. And she said, I will go because I want to spend time with you. I want to review this for Czech, please. And they were so accommodating and so nice. So they made her the artichoke dish, just with broccoli and other veggies. And there was this really great asparagus appetizer. And she had she really felt like she got a meal. And then what I noticed, they also charged her less for vegetarian artichoke than regular artichoke, and that was it's a nice gesture.
Nice touch, yeah.
But I did try a lot of things because of it, and lobster roll I'll definitely have to go back to. Yeah.
Are you a clam chowder girl?
I certainly am.
And?
The clam chowder is just traditional, right? It's got clams, it's got potatoes, it's got the chowder. And it doesn't have any of that weird stuff that Californians seem to put into their clam chowder, you know, like mangoes or peppers or pine nuts, I don't know. But it doesn't have any of that. It's just straightforward clam chowder. It's what I imagine clam chowder in Maine or New England tasting like, and I love it.
Did you feel like you got good value for this?
Excellent value for the food. I noticed on the chalkboard a $19 Alaskan halibut, fingerling potato, asparagus dish that felt like would have been a great value. I did ask the waitress, was the halibut wild caught, and she didn't know. And I thought, well, that's unusual that the waitress wouldn't know the product. And so at that point I said, well, I think I'm going to go for those artichokes.
All right, Gina, it's your restaurant, so give us a quick summary.
If you like seafood, this is so the place to go. It's traditional, but it's got some newer flavors to it. It's always good, it's consistent, and I guess it's kind of hip.
Okay, Eric.
Well, I found the restaurant good value for the food. I'm not sure I would come all the way back in and hassle the parking again to go to that restaurant. There are other fish restaurants I might be interested in trying.
Okay, Marina.
Well, if you're in the Castro and you want to have great shellfish, definitely go there. I will come back there next time I'm in the neighborhood.
Cool. All right. If you would like to try Woodhouse Fish Company, it's on Market Street at 14th in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-437-2722. It's open for lunch and dinner every day. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $25.